But right now we have Bob Chapman popping in for about 10 minutes or so to discuss, this surge of gold. Again, it's hitting record highs, and the global economic meltdown and how that relates to the Dubai situation that is now hitting the mainstream media. How you doing, Bob?
Pretty good. Nice to be back again. We got gold at $1,213. That's $1,213 is where it's trading right now in the February market. And all the shares are up, all the coins are up, exactly as Ted Anderson and myself and Alex said they would be. And we got a long, long way to go yet. And I think, in fact, Dubai is probably in some ways affecting this, expediting it. I have an interim number here of $1,325, a pullback of $50 to $100, and then another rally up to $1,680 by the beginning of April, and then by the end of the year, $2,500 to $3,000. And the following year, if things work out the way I think they will, it'll go much higher.
So you're telling me within a year's time you expect gold to hit $2,500 to $3,000 an ounce, when only around a year ago, it was trading around $800, and back in 2003 it was below $300.
That's right, and they listen to this program, and Alex and Ted and everybody has been buying, and they're all making money, or at least they're offsetting the losses that the dollar's taking because it's under pressure all the time. And we're going to come out solvent in the end, and we're going to be able to do a lot of good things. What Alex and I have been talking about on the air is what now major programs are talking about. In fact, yesterday, if you can believe this, Rush Limbaugh was talking about the Fed and the 1207, and he put a little tape on Ron Paul, and then he put one of mine on from some show, I don't know. But it shows you that they're being drawn into this whether they like it or not. And so I imagine that Alex's ratings probably are going through the roof as well. But anyway, getting on to Dubai, we only got 10 minutes here. And it was not a coincidence that the bad information was released on Thanksgiving. It was done deliberately to take gold and silver and commodities down and keep the market from going down 500 points. And what happened was the market didn't go down 500, it went down 150 and a little bit more the following day. The gold went down 50 and came back to a minus 12 and went up the next few days, and the same with silver. So they really didn't accomplish very much. But as far as what this is going to mean in the future is, if you take all of their off-balance sheet items there in Dubai, you're going to find that the debt is probably somewhere between $60 and $120 billion. And part of it will be picked up by Abu Dhabi, and part of it will be picked up by European and U.S. banks, and they'll paper it over. It'll take 2 or 3 years to do it. Probably 1 to 2 is more likely. It's not a good event, and it's part of what is causing gold to go up. Gold is not going up because of inflation. Gold is going up because sophisticated investors, professionals, people with money, they are saying to themselves, we don't believe what the central banks in the top 8 and 10 nations of the world are saying. We've lost confidence and trust in them, and we want gold because we know they're not telling us the truth. And that's where this is all going.
Well, I'm looking at the mainstream networks now. When I'm on MSNBC, when I'm on Fox News, when I'm on CNBC, all I'm seeing now are advertisements, either cash for gold or how you need to invest in gold. Gold is the new big investment. I mean, when the commercials are admitting that in under 10 years' time, gold has more than tripled in its value, there are literally no other investments that I can think of, at least honest ones, that have done that.
You're absolutely right, and we've been in the forefront for the last 10 years, and everybody who's been a subscriber has made money. Some of them made goo-gobs of money. And if you look at the ratings, I'm sure you're familiar with the ratings on the talk shows, which is TalkStream Live. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, and Shoutcast.
Yeah, they had me first.
Oh, wow.
This week, above Hannity, Beck, Donahue, Laura. I get the charts right in front of me here. And so why am I telling you that? I'm telling you that because, like Alex and I have talked about so many times on the program, and that is, we got them on the run, and I love it.
Where do you know, when you talk about gold in 12 months' time, and again, 12 months ago it was around 800, and now we're at a record of 1,200. When you talk about it at 2,500 to 3,000 a year from now, what does the U.S. economy even look like?
Well, it all depends on whether they have another stimulus, and it all depends on whether the Federal Reserve removes $1.5 trillion from the economy. They want to, because they don't want hyperinflation. But if they pull the $1.5 trillion out, part of which would come from TARP money coming back in again, which banks are using to gamble in the stock market with, if they don't take the money out and there's another stimulus program, then we'll go sideways in the economy, but that won't affect gold at all. And if they do pull the money out, $1.5 trillion, we're going to head downward, even if there was a stimulus package of, say, $400 billion. I mean, they're damned if they do and damned if they don't. There's no way out for these people. They're in a cage and they can't get out. They're like wild animals. And believe me, in their minds, that's where they're going. I mean, when you have a Blankfein, who's the head of Goldman Sachs, say, we're doing God's work. I mean, you've got to be kidding. Their God is not the same as mine. Their God is Lucifer. And they are not doing the work of the American people or anybody else. They're enriching themselves, and they're trying to ensconce more power into their hands.
TheInternationalForecaster.com is the website. Briefly before you go, Bob, where are we in terms of unemployment, and where do you see us in terms of unemployment in 6 months to a year?
It depends upon the package. If there's no package, the figures that have been declining from the bad levels they were at will start going back up again. So we'll go from 22.2% during next year to 25%, maybe 30%. If they have a stimulus package and they increase lending to the business and public, it'll stay relatively in the same area. It all depends on what they do.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. Tell people where they can get the newsletter.
TheInternationalForecaster.com. And where's that number? I can't find it right now. Where is it?
Well, we've got Ted Anderson coming up. What, you got the number? Go ahead.
877-479-8178. That's toll free, 877-479-8178. And hello, Ted, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
All right, thank you so much for joining us, Bob. Let's go now to